Hello and welcome to another scene for the Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition venue set in the Kingdom of Apples. Today's scene takes place at the County Freehold of New Hope. It is the autumnal equinox. Decorations have been set. Colors of red and gold, fading greens and yellows adorn various stalls where merchants sell their wares and entertainers perform. It is a generally lively affair. It's the daytime, so things are relatively light-hearted and family-friendly. Jugglers and dancers performing to show this changing of the seasons. And this is where we find ourselves, amongst the crowd of various Cathain milling about, haggling for prices with the merchants. We find our players. Amber, what are you doing?
Would it be fair to say that there's probably a drink stall, even though you said it was family friendly? That's for now, it's family friendly, but
I mean, festivals have mead.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Amber and Vivi are set up. They have mead and wine, and also apple cider for those who are not inclined for alcohol, because fall.
Various people are moving about in front of your stall, enjoying the drinks of your labor.
Mead is delicious.
It is.
Why isn't all beer made like mead? Who knows? But
because people like horrible things. It's like penance or something. But yes. Various customers come. You notice that they all seem especially grateful towards you. They may not be able to actually pinpoint your face, but there's something about you and your aura and what you've done for them recently that resonates. It connects with them. You within Baku, and your gift still residing there, connects with them. Connects with everyone who dreams. They smile at you a little sweeter, with a bit of gratitude in their eyes.
Given her Seelie legacy, I'd say she's already full of willpower, but like she'd be getting more, or she not. She's ecstatic about this because that's her whole deal, is doing things nicely for people, but not perhaps having them fully realize the extent of what she's done. So she's just really great place. Also, she's not gotten a lot of good sleep. So
sleep is excellent.
Yeah, you'd be amazed how much better the world looks after you've actually gotten a good night's sleep.
So, turning our attention back to the players in the vicinity. William, what are you doing?
If you check your Facebook.
I know, but you need to say it in the scene.
Okay. So, when I check my character sheet, there is 69 draws.
You know what that means? I'm sorry.
What that means?
Let me send you a Vine.
Oh shit! I know. God damn it.
Okay, good.
No. I know what 69 means. Okay, you can send a Vine. It's fine. I have 67 draws, and I will just. I will spend like 50 of it to buy people like chimerical gifts and roses to like everyone in there to give them positive vibes.
The various recipients of these gifts are happy to receive these tokens. They smile and thank you for your service. You know, you are a council person. They recognize your efforts, and being well rested, they can certainly be a little less on edge.
He then will go near Amber actually and give her a rose.
She'll curtsy and take it and give him a kiss on the cheek if he will bend down so that she can do that.
The He looks around and then says, "So you brought like a bunch of stuff to sell here?"
Oh, I'm not selling anything. What gives you that idea? She says, handing him a glass of mead.
Thank you. He takes it and slowly sips it.
It's a little bit sweeter than what you're used to.
I wonder who will be around today for this. This feels like community.
It does. It's like a Renaissance fair. Wait.
What is it?
Wait.
What?
Wait. If it's the Renaissance fair, are they having
You can have your bird.
Excellent. Excellent. That just occurred to me.
Continue.
Hold on, William. Are you telling me you've never been to a Renaissance fair?
No.
We will fix this.
um. I don't know what to say.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it feels
new.
like. I don't know. It feels like we did good in Brooklyn.
And we'll continue to do so. You ready to look at some apartments?
I have been looking some apartments. God, this is a hard thing to do.
It is.
It's but I think I found one which is kind of cool.
All right.
Um, it has spaces for our kids, as he says, like as he points out the dragons as their mother. I need to think about them.
Of course.
And they're probably like cuddling his horns right now. And Kelgar is another problem. I think I didn't tell you. I also have a rabbit, which
Like
you saw actually in my house. Yeah, it's a jackrabbit.
Just a regular, non-chimerical.
Non-chimerical jackrabbit.
So
Yeah,
we're going to keep the bunny away from Wilson.
Yes.
It's all right. Wilson doesn't actually. He shouldn't live with us anyway.
The what was the name of that I'm trying to think that movie. There was this one movie where there was a couple who lived with like at least 15 animals.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's us, isn't it?
It is. It is very weird.
I'm not cleaning up after your rabbit.
Oh, I will handle that.
All right.
So, is there any rumors you have?
Me?
Anything
Rumors?
New? Never.
I resent the implication. Should I be rolling wits contacts?
If I don't know.
ST?
Yes.
Cool. Three successes.
Great. What exactly are you looking for information on?
I mean, what's the hot goss?
The hot goss. Well, people have been a little concerned about the lane. um, there's been rumors that just general gossip of things. Leon's been seen out with Mariposa more than once.
Ooh.
The people are concerned about the Thalane problem because they're starting to catch wind of it and caught wind that perhaps some of the individuals that have shown so brightly weren't able to handle the situation immediately.
Thanks, Leon.
You're welcome, Council Member Black.
Shut up, God.
Shut up. Well, there's always something to worry about. As we know, we fix one problem, another one arises. There's no rest for the wicked, it seems.
William repeats himself, like William says what Amachan said, and he says,
Thanks, Leon. Leon and Mariposa, though, that's interesting.
I mean, you know who, like, Leon wants for real, though, right?
I mean, well, me obviously, but the second best is Mariposa.
No, wait, like, you really don't know who he really wants? Oh my God, I'm surprised. Like, you don't know, like, there's just like one person he just like follows everywhere and
I resent the implication that it's not me.
It's because it's me.
Oh, of course.
Thanks. You didn't know?
Shit talking as usual.
Yeah.
What do you mean as usual?
Especially about you.
We were just arguing over who you like better. It's me, of course, isn't it? She says, handing him a glass of wine.
He smiles and says, he goes, how can one ever choose whose company they prefer?
Especially when the topic is me.
What can I say? You do hold me tightly.
Exactly.
Lyra, what are you doing at this festival?
I don't know. Luckily, I don't need to know. She just wanders up. She gets places that way. Poof. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it seems fun.
I mean, me throughout my entire life.
I know the feeling.
Have you met our gracious count yet?
Me? Hi.
He gives a slight curtsy. It's a pleasure to meet you, because I don't remember if these characters have met.
For the all 10 seconds before you wanted me to go and ruin Charles's life?
Oh, yes, that's right. Did meet. And,
it's fine, you can bow. I know, I'm pretty.
A lovelier face I've never seen.
Ever looks indignant.
You bitch. William says that smile.
Lyra was about to say, I know, but then someone said bitch, and she feels like that would probably be to her, since she's the only she in this group. So she looks confused, a little upset at William, like her eyes growing wider, tearing up slightly.
Oh, William, look what you've done.
William like pokes. No, actually, he's not gonna poke because that's bad. He's just gonna look at. He didn't realize first Lyra is like feeling bad, and he just says like to Leon, like, "How dare you cheat me?" And then, oh shit, Lyra, what happened?
You calling me a bitch?
No, I'm calling
Do
this
anything
guy.
wrong?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. It's completely okay.
Ever the charmer, Mr. Black.
Always.
And he gives kind of a smirk. He goes, your fortune is good though. Today is the autumnal equinox, and for today and today only, someone else is in charge. So
That's very
Barony?
generous of you.
it allows for those who feel that they are not heard by silly court members to make their grievances known to somebody of their own seeming.
For a day though.
Well, it would be ridiculous for me to hand over my court for half a year.
Very untraditional of you. William smiles when he says that.
Tradition has changed significantly up top, as I'm sure you're aware, Mr. Black.
I know. It's just like, it always amazes me when a lot of people are like, I'm a traditional, like, she deserves blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, but the tradition also says, like, you need to share this power for six. We don't talk about that.
You a big fan of the Shadow Court, Mr. Black?
Wait, the Shadow Court defends this kind of thing now?
The Shadow Court extols this kind of thing, and largely believes that because we have been in charge for so long, that they get to rule for an equal amount of time.
I disagree with that. I actually think it's a very dumb thing to rule over, summer, winter, or like seasons. It's just like very weird to me when like some people defend like we get the rule because this is traditional and this is what the Dreaming says. But the Dreaming also stated that it was going to be 6 months. 6 months. Everybody ignores that. It's just hypocritical to me.
Well, get used to it, Mr. Black. Things will always be upsetting. But who knows? Maybe one day you'll turn us all on our ear. And he gives him like a friendly like pat on the back and takes another big sip of his mead.
He said, like, you will turn us what?
Maybe one day you'll turn us all on our ear.
Oh, okay. One day. Hope still remains.
But until then, there's mead to drink. There's dancers to watch. There are contests to participate in. And as much as your company is lovely, he says, looking at William, I find that there are lovelier things to look at today. And he smiles at Lyra and Amber before giving a gentle curtsy and heading off into the crowd to continue mingling with his people.
William doesn't say anything. He knows he will come back.
They always come back.
They always come back. But William actually looks around like, does anybody know what kind of contest is there? Is it going to be like a melee tournament? I may actually do something different and join the melee tournament.
There's various tournaments going, tournaments and like booths with various things. Tests of strength, for instance, is a big thing at festivals and carnivals.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know Trevor's participating in the melee tournament. He very rarely gets the opportunity to show off.
It's very sad that he will get his ass handed to him today.
Ah, that's all right. He's not prideful.
His horns is his biggest disadvantage.
I feel like that's not how aerodynamics works, but all right.
William actually looks for if there's a melee tournament or anything like that, or like a riding tournament.
There's a sword fighting tournament going on. You'll recognize a couple of Leon's knights as well as a couple of squires who are sort of making their way through the rounds as the sanctioned challengers for others to come and challenge.
William literally looks at Amber and Lyra and he says, like, guys, I never entered a tournament. I always said tournaments are dumb. Should I break the tradition of myself and join?
I'm honestly insulted that you would ask me such a question. Of course you shouldn't. It's not like Trevor's more participating in if there's a wrestling tournament, but if not, he's participating in the melee tournament. Vivi's obviously going to be dancing, and I'm obviously going to be showing off my falconry skills. So you definitely shouldn't join us.
Okay, William will get his name signed in, and he will like look at the guy and he says, "What's the rules, bro?"
Don't kill anyone permanently. Usually to first blood, and then whoever takes the first blow is disqualified, and then you move up through the ranks.
Wow. So like, if someone gets a lucky hit, they win.
Well, it's not about luck; it's about skill. If you're good, nobody gets the drop on you.
William looks at this guy like, look at this clever ass motherfucker. Like, oh, really? He says like, okay. Do we use armor or no armor?
What you have, armor is fine, but we ask that all arts be reserved for during the battle. No, nothing precast.
Oh shit. Okay, that's sad.
Well, it's all lighthearted. We don't want anybody coming in and, squashing the spirit of the thing.
It's just okay. Just write my name and let's see who challenges me.
I mean,
I don't think it's about a challenge, William. I think you just get paired up, but whatever.
It's fine. Maybe some dumbass will try to challenge me and get his ass handed to him.
William, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but usually tournaments are for fun.
William is like, fine, okay, let's see who I will fight today.
There we go. That's the spirit.
The spirit of what? The young squire looks at the both of you.
Why, the spirit of summer, of course. That is what we're celebrating, right?
William's face immediately like, this bitch again.
She just kind of gives a soft smile in their direction. I don't understand why you're making that face, Mr. Black. Didn't you want to teach me how to sword fight?
If you want your... William takes a deep breath. Like, he was about to say, like, if you want your ass headed to you, it's fine, bitch. But he just says, yeah, if you want to, have fun, let's play.
She gives another smile. Perhaps another day. Alas, I am not your challenger. And she points in the general direction of someone else. That gentleman is. Do have fun. Oh. Sorry, not her. My thing messed up, so it's.
I got excited. I was like, "Yes, beat his ass."
Oh, if you want, it's that lady, and I can.
Yeah, he works. He works too.
Yeah.
Wait, Vanessa is my challenger? No. What the fuck?
No, my minicam janked up my my thumbnails for my pictures. So I'm like pulling by picture. I'm like, oh no, I have to look at the names, and so I have to remember it's Troll Desiree, or Troll Donovan, as opposed to just looking at the picture and like, that's what I want, because the minicam update freaking sucks. But if you'll give me a moment so I can pull up Desiree's crap besides her giant ass hammer.
It's fine.
But yes, she just is sort of there leaning on her hammer as one of the sanctioned challengers. as Anya goes to fight somebody her own size.
Who is her own size?
William is like, coward.
Does he say that?
They
to her?
don't get. My goodness, William.
Oh my god, this guy is the best swordsman in the county. Yes,
Listen.
everybody knows she will get her ass handed to her.
William, if you're not having fun, you can leave.
I'm having fun. I will get to fight the person who saved me. Hello, Desiree.
Hello, Mr. Black.
I heard we're going to fight today.
Is that the case?
Yeah,
Very well.
just don't, just don't get bloody too quickly.
Kick his ass!
She just sort of cocks her head a bit. Has anyone ever suggested that perhaps your horns are overcompensating for something?
Oh, wow.
Oh. Big words for someone who's about to lose.
Perhaps. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to look at me and wonder if I have something in my pants that I'm worried about.
Sure.
If they have concerns, they can always ask me.
I hope they do ask you.
Me too.
William is like dick jokes. Yeah, runaway stuff and people, people who gets uncomfortable. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Jokes about virility are tradition in challenges. Are you unfamiliar?
I am
This
unfamiliar.
is his first challenge.
This is my first tournament.
Well, I am at a significant advantage because as far as virility goes, what are you going to say to a woman?
That you're alone?
Oh, by choice, I assure you.
I am sure.
And
stop using a hammer in the bed as well. Maybe people will like you then.
Oh, but that's how we have a smashing good time.
Hey, I get it.
She gives kind of a wink to Amber and throws the hammer over her shoulder. This is a very large hammer with a very long handle, by the way.
So excited to see this.
The way things are going is it is by rounds. People are going through, and it's a tournament of elimination, and because there are so many people, this is why it's first strike and is the winner. And between each challenge, there's a bird of paradise puka who announces with great ceremony and in color and flourish as he kind of bandies about.
I love him.
Becky, let me smash.
And the next challenger before us, two trolls, one from Brooklyn, the other from Queens. One is lovely, the other from Queens.
Ow.
Amazing. I love him.
I present to you, Mr. William Black, and Sir, no, Mrs. Desiree Nottingham.
Kick his ass!
William is like, this guy is the worst. He doesn't know how to hype people. I would hype people better. As he tries to take the microphone, give that shit to me. I will hype people.
The bird just kind of looks at you when you sit your giant or stand go do your thing. Do you see me challenging you to a sword fight? No? Then get away. He puts his little bird foot in your direction to sort of kick you away, kicking dirt at you.
You are the worst. William goes, pulls his sword and shield and tries to hype the crowd. Shoot!
Kick his ass, Desiree!
You should have supported me, but whatever.
I support you in everything else.
Oh Lord!
William comes to the stage, like he holds his shield like in front of him, like his sword is like his one hand. Actually, he holds his sword in his left hand, which is um like it's many tournaments. It's like it's seen as a disadvantage. Normally, when you use your offhand, you get like what was the name of that minus dices and stuff in system. But William goes in, and he holds his sword in front of him, and then like when he like comes in the middle of the stage, he like opens his hands and like yeah.
Desiree sort of like leans on her hammer for a bit, waiting for him to finish with it. Because, well, she's a sanctioned challenger. So it's just sort of like, this is why I'm here.
I love her.
And she waits for him to enter like the area for them to spar. After the crowd is hyped up for whatever, because they're there to yell and they've been drinking. Fighting, yeah, kick each other's ass. We want blood, all of your blood.
So family friendly. Wow.
Well, they riled them up.
And why would they do that? So well.
Because this is what we have.
This is why we can't have nice things.
What do you add to initiative? I can never remember off the top of my head.
Dex wits, and you were 1d10.
I remember the D10. It's the Dex wits that I'm just like,
Whatever.
Whatever.
I have 4, 3, 7, 10.
Okay, one moment. Eight. So you get to go first.
So William goes for an attack. He seems extremely fast to his armor and shield and sword. So she has a size advantage of the sword, which means my difficulty is 7. Pardon, she has a size advantage of a hammer because you said it's a long hammer.
Yes.
I will roll my 9 dice at difficulty 7
Okie doke.
to attack her, and I have 1 success.
All right, let's see if you actually connect. Go.
Will she defend?
You know combat better than I do. I hate this stuff, so please
So
tell me what I need to roll.
She can do 2 things. Okay. She can use her turn to dodge or parry. Dodging is Dex athletics. Parrying is Dex melee. There is no riposte in this because it's only melee to melee. But basically, she can, if she wants to, like try to stay away from William's sword, but that will waste her action.
All right. Well, let's see. Parry it is.
Difficulty is 6. Dex melee.
Yes. Two successes.
She parries.
Yeah.
William gets to attack again because to top of the initiative, and he will attack her again with 1 success again.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's keep rolling this parry train until until we get tired of dice rolls. Yeah. Let's see.
If she pisses me off, I will just Dragonire for her.
I don't think that's how this works, William.
0 successes.
Okay, she then gets a hit from William, which is 3 plus William's sword, No, not 3. 5 plus William's sword, which is 8 dice.
Mhm.
I have. I don't see any. I don't. I don't. Do you guys see my dice?
Let me see.
No.
Okay, I will roll again to make sure. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage
Jesus.
that she needs to soak.
Why are you like this, William?
Let's see. Stamina and how does armor work?
You add the armor rating. What kind of armor she wears?
Just regular leather armor.
Probably 2?
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. So, doo-doo-doo. All right, she soaks 3 of it. You've hit her though, and so she stands up and kind of holds where she's been hit and bows to William because this is how it works in the
I
tournament.
believed in you the whole time, William.
And
William extends a hand and says, "Please don't bow before me."
she goes, "It's about respect for tournament rules, not nobility." And she'll shake his hand.
And like William will raise her hand to the ground, which is like like when Winner raise her hand high, like both of them one kind of thing.
Oh! Where's my snap?
And she just sort of gives like a confused look. She's a grump. She's been in tournaments before. And she's just like, I appreciate the gesture. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go find a healer. I believe you've knocked my shoulder out of its socket. And she
See you later.
She gives a gracious nod and goes on. And because I don't want this to be 4 hours of dice rolling, William will make short work of various other challengers and be given a ribbon that marks that he is the melee champion.
What is a ribbon?
Like a shiny piece of cloth.
Oh, okay. William just looks at it and he's like, "Oh man, Leon is not in challenge. I'm so sad."
You probably got to beat Trevor's ass though because he's better at brawling than he is at melee.
William comes back with his ribbon near Lyra and Amber, and he says, "God, this looks crazy." And then he puts a ribbon on Lyra. You deserve this. Have fun.
Lyra looks at the ribbon. It's like, it doesn't match my shoes.
But it looks very good.
But it doesn't match my shoes.
But do you want to have the ribbon? It looks very cute.
But it's yours.
I gave it to you.
But it doesn't match my shoes.
I mean, okay then. He takes it on and puts it on Amber. Like, okay.
Wow. I'm glad to know that I'm your second choice, William.
She supported me from the beginning, Amber.
Did she? Or did she just not support anyone?
Actually, I think there were 5 chances that the other one was gonna win, and there was like 15 that he was gonna win. So it makes more sense this way.
William takes off his helmet. And
you look better without the steel.
Thank you.
Yes.
Where is that goddamn Puka who announced me as William Blue?
He's randomly moving through the crowd and announcing that they're going to fight. Nobody really seems to be taking him up on the offer now. And in this corner, Baroness Mariposa versus Count Leon. As they both
Ooh, yes!
and as he declares this, Mariposa just shoo shoo.
Shoo.
They're not gonna fight.
They're not gonna fight. Leon doesn't want to fight me.
Leon's not the overlay I have up.
Okay. And William tells Mariposa, Leon doesn't want to fight me, it seems.
I don't. Why do you want to fight everybody? Is this how you solve all of your problems, Mr.
No, I don't. Come on, you know me better.
Oh,
I
William,
saw
that's
mine.
a little bit right.
I'm still like 99% of them with fighting. 1% is like talking, and it's aggressive talking.
About fighting.
Yeah. It is you are either fighting with your words or your swords. Perhaps you need to take a vacation.
I actually will take a vacation.
Good. While you're there, perhaps take up yoga or some other pastime to help you learn to manage your temper.
Of course I will.
Origami.
Origami is amazing. Lyra knows very good.
I know a lot of things. Well, not really. Actually, don't know much at all. But that's fine.
So, Baroness Mariposa, what do you owe the pleasure?
Oh, I'm simply making the rounds, seeing that everybody's having a good time, making sure that the unseelie of queens get their chance to put themselves before the autumn queen of the day.
we unseelie have been trying to represent it for a long time. I don't think one day is enough for us.
Oh, are you suddenly unseelie?
I was always unseelie.
She just gives kind of a look.
William always said that he is an unseelie court, and he actually is an unseelie court.
I thought he was Seelie who defended unseelie.
Yes, that's exactly it.
And they
So
can tell you're Seelie.
Yeah, and he just says, I was always unseelie.
She just gives him a sure look.
What's wrong?
Perhaps your young lady here has had quite the influence on you, she says as she looks to Amber and
Is unfortunately contagious.
What can I say? She makes the good points all the time.
Yes, well, I have work to do. It is a pleasure as always to see you, Mr. Black. And she looks at Amber and says, "You're right, it is contagious."
Oh, bird!
William is just
Damn,
like shaking
William,
his
you're
head.
just getting roasted.
Today, like everybody is like keep giving him shit, and he is just gonna like
he gives
flip.
them
Hey!
He's gonna like flip. He's gonna flip like be like, "Wah!" But he's like, I'm calm.
right. Oh, the people that I give constant shit to are giving me shit back. What world is this?
I didn't give them shit today.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Not as much as I did in the past. Like that's like the William is saying like, I don't give them shit as much as I did in the past. Why are you roasting me?
Why are they in jocular moods when they can finally get some sleep?
See you later, Baroness.
Adios. And she
Hopefully you give the place I found to the your friends immediately.
she just gives him a look. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure I'll get a strongly worded letter from you in no time.
You probably will.
And she she leaves. The announcer starts bounding through the crowds again about announcing various contests that are going on. And when I find particularly distasteful falconry, what? Rise up, my brethren, rise up. We will be heard.
Amazing.
If he says, like, William actually, like, looks at that guy when he says, like, we will be heard, because, like, that's mocking his speech. Like, he gives him a look, like, don't do that fucking shit again.
I don't think that was intentional, William. I think he's making a joke because he's also a bird.
I don't give a shit. You better not do that, dumbass joke again.
He hits his, like, very hollow chest. and he's like, come at me, bro. Your common sense says if you fight this bird, you will not be popular amongst the crowd.
He doesn't give a shit. And he says, don't make that stupid joke again.
So falconry, everyone!
Indeed. They're mostly she, lining up with various birds of prey.
Other people know how to do this?
It's a noble thing.
Oh shit, I didn't know this was like a thing that people still did. Okay.
I mean, weren't it usually the servants that did that? Like, this is not in character, by the way, because Lyra wouldn't know.
So yeah, the various contests are being held. Like, people are split up largely between two. There's tricks, and then there's hunting. And hunting, probably a little more jarring to some of the puka, is because as cages of little, like, rodentia, like large rats and small rabbits.
Don't tell me they're fox hunting.
Oh, I won't tell you then.
Okay, because that's a real problem in England for the fox population. I will lecture everyone on this.
I lived there. Fox hunting was absolutely awful. Oh, yeah. No, I hated it while I lived there. So, anyways, yeah, there's people who are hunting, and then there's people who are, like, preparing, like, bait for tricks. So it's like little strips of meat. So, oh, okay. Bye. As William leaves, apparently.
That's all right. We didn't need him.
Thanks.
We'll miss you, man. Come back if you can. So, anyways, but yeah, like, you'll hear, like, a bugle for the hunting first, as they like one person will go up and, like, you'll see a cage open, and it's for a very young rabbit, and somebody will kind of kick the back of the cage so it'll startle the rabbit, and it dashes trying to make an escape, and the hawk is sent after them. And yeah, a moment later, the hawk returns with this small hare, the small rabbit in its claws, and the time is announced, and another cage is brought forward. Do you want to do anything to stop this? I heard that whimper.
Oh no! Let me actually. Oh fuck! I don't even have my sheets open.
I'm just saying, so childling in a wilder one's.
Who is doing this? Like, who's manning this, and who's doing the hunting?
We'll say Barry's the one who's setting up the cages.
Okay.
So, he's the one, like, kicking the back of the cage so the rabbits will be startled and head out trying to escape. And the various, like I said, it's a largely noble hunting thing.
Are they dudes or ladies?
Dudes. Largely
Excellent. Dudes. So is it like a stage that they're on, or are they just kind of like out in a field?
Yeah, they're out in a field.
Excellent. time has come.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, as the next one is getting set up, Amber's going to take off her jacket, make sure her makeup is nice and fixed up,
Mhm.
and walk towards whatever male she is setting up with his hawk.
He tries very hard to initially be like, excuse me, like, madam.
Oh, you're excused. I was just wondering, like, what's your bird's name? Like, do you have to do a lot of weightlifting in order to like keep him up? Because you look like really strong.
Well, Reginald is a very fine specimen. So yes, of course, he's very large.
No, just like his owner, and she'll kind of put a hand on his shoulder.
He gets flustered a bit, and as he like sort of like loses control of like where his arm is, the bird's starting to get a little pissed off being on like a wobbly arm. It's like, so yeah, as you're,
I will use Enkindle if I must, or I could just roll seduction, or I could do both.
You can do, yeah, anything you'd like to do with that.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Quick while he's distracted.
Yeah. As you're prepping those dice rolls, 1 second, and I'll show you the individual who is, setting up the cages.
Oh, poor Barry.
Oh boy.
Also, I'm assuming this is manipulation, not charisma, right?
You can do either, whichever one suits you best.
Oh, excellent.
I think there's gonna be 2 seduction rolls though.
You can try to seduce poor Barry.
I mean, it's not even trying, but there's not much else I can do. Like, this is Lyra's one redeeming quality. She's pretty.
I have 3 successes for seduction, and then I can also, I'm pretty sure Enkindle is, let me look it up to make sure it's not, it is chimerical, so we're gonna go ahead and
you're in a freehold, so
and use my flirting as a bunk for it.
Yeah, subtract your 3 successes from the difficulty as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, -4.
So while I'm doing the math, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, there's Barry. He doesn't say much because he never has. He just sort of like hauls out a cage, waits for the next competitor who's currently being distracted by the lovely fox lady.
Wait a minute. Where are those cages coming from? How many cages are there?
There's a rather large stack of them, all of them filled with, like,
oh,
bunnies.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
So his emotions towards me will be enkindled for 6 minutes.
Okay, that's more than enough time to fuck him up.
Yep.
He gets like really like red under the collar, and he's just like you see him like rub at his neck as he's like trying to.
So like, what's your workout routine? Just stuff like that.
Yeah, and as he gets like more and more flustered, like the bird is getting more and more agitated, and, like it's giving that sort of like warning flap, and it's starting, like, if you notice, like, look, you can see that like the talons are starting to get really like tense as the bird is just like not having it because it's got the little bell hood on. It's currently blind and being tilted all over the place as this guy, tries to sort of like rise above, but he's not doing good. Like,
I mean, something's rising, but
yeah.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
And like a few minutes into it, like he's sort of like stumbles, and the bird just loses it on him, and like it starts flailing. The hood is knocked off. It like launches itself upward, but because there's a like it's tethered to him, it starts just clawing at his head. and because he's a she, I mean, it's not that it's undignified as the joke goes, but it certainly looks painful. His response is not particularly dignified as he starts screaming as the bird starts like biting at his ear very spitefully.
So I'm just gonna back away.
Yeah, it results in sort of a chaotic mess of blood, screams, and feathers.
Quick, free the animals!
Yes, there is quite the commotion. Barry like goes to try and help this individual, and you are left with cages of bunnies, Lyra.
Okay. Lyra will just start to be like, "Oh, this is convenient. I knew I could just wander up here." And yeah, we'll start freeing the rabbits out of gets them out of their cages. Like she has a calming presence, so I don't think they will be really upset with her, like, you know, taking them like literally out of the cages.
No, they seem very relieved to no longer be in the cages, and various birds like sort of turn their head. Those who are getting ready for like the tricks will turn their head, but they're well trained, so they don't launch after the rabbits. The ones that were there for hunting are all hooded. So as the rabbits like start scurrying away into various places, some of them go into the woods. A couple of others start heading towards stalls where there's like candied apples or various like wares, popcorns, and you'll just hear people like ah as these rabbits sort of get into things. And because, you know, commoners are a little like they understand.
Vive la vaccine!
Oh, Viva! I wish you viva. But yeah, like commoners are a little more understanding. Like, oh, this is probably Puka thing. You maybe don't be mean to the rabbits. and so they'll just sort of like gently like redirect these animals that have made their way into their stalls. But you will see like throughout the festival for the rest of the day, like the occasional rabbit who is munching on some berries that they got loose from like a crate.
Well, our work here's done.
Lyra is like clapping as she watches all of them leave. Like if one of them is like staying behind, she will actually go and pick one up. She's because they're like nice and soft and furry and lovely and cuddly and well, you know, it's Lyra, so.
Yeah. Because with that calming presence and just an appearance that rabbits can't wrap their little rabbity heads around, yeah. Like,
seducer of rabbits. Well, yay.
They have tiny, tiny brains.
The rabbit whisperer.
So,
Lyra is, by the way, not hiding at all. What like? I mean, she's not particularly pointing out to everyone like, look at what I'm doing. She's just simply walking over there, opening the cages. Just, yeah, this is all like, completely normal. She's not trying to hide the fact that she's like secretly opening gates. No, she's just opening the gates because, oh, poor rabbits.
So you still want to do some falconry?
Yeah, some non-killing rabbits falconry.
Yeah, like as the hunting has been thoroughly just like the one person who managed to catch a rabbit wins by default, and others have had to forfeit in the chaos.
Oops.
Because as people look and realize it was this lovely like childling she who all the rabbits are like, we can't send the hawks into the festival to gather the rabbits.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's best just to move on.
Yes, I agree.
Wits falconry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 successes.
4 successes, excellent. As you throw up the lure and take the lead off your bird, it'll fly up to catch the lure, and any sort of like trick you've taught it, like veer to the side or whatever, it'll perform it really well. And
Yeah, she'll if people are into it, she'll ask him to come and either do a really close flyby to someone or like land on someone's hand, like carnival stuff.
yeah, and with 4 successes, it does remarkably well, and as you you've cared for this and other people are clapping, and it's a much more like friendly sportsman atmosphere than the hunter because it's a lot less aggressive.
Yep.
So people are like, that was really cool, how'd you teach her? Let me show you mine. And
yes, show me your pets.
yes, as other people, and yeah, other thing like loop-de-loops or and ribbons will be handed out, and Amber will be given a blue ribbon. Yes.
it gets put on Wilson, who probably hates it.
Yeah, he like tries to bite at it a little bit to see if, like, is this food? It is not food. What a disappointing turn of events. And yeah. So yes, the like I said, the atmosphere generally friendlier because it's not a hyper aggressive monster sport.
Yep.
So yeah, the rest of the festival is largely booths, stalls, people selling handcrafted jewelry, people selling food, and performers, dancers, jugglers, the like. But is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm trying to think about like what would be at a Renfest that would be fun to do. Well, first of all, we're gonna get lots of things on sticks, lots of foods on sticks.
Exciting.
Things on sticks that shouldn't be on sticks, like a cheesecake on a stick.
Deep fried cheesecake on a stick. It has to be deep fried to stay on the stick.
If there's like, I'm thinking of other Lily's character, but like if there's any like either tarot or palmistry booths, because those are also a lot at Ren Fairs, and since changelings actually have some kind of magic, that there might be something to it that might be fun to do.
Well, Lyra actually has something along those lines. There may be people who are trying to scry the future, but you can tell they're charlatans. Lyra.
Oh God.
They're doing stuff, but they're not casting what must be cast to look ahead. So if you want to show them up and
oh God. Is Lyra such a bitch? You know what? I think what's going to happen is that they will walk over or like walk past one of these things, and we'll hear something like this woman being given a future that she will meet a most wonderful husband, and Lyra will just kind of, as she is constantly doing, by the way, checking her mirror because she needs to learn how to focus on that, and that's hard because there's so much other stuff that's interesting. But at that point, she is like looking at her mirror and then looks at Amber and is like, she's going to meet a woman, not a man.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm so happy for her.
Perfect. I love it.
And then, because Lyra is actually, I mean, she's not a bitch, but she's just ignorant of social rules, mostly. Not completely, but she's been taught a few things, but she'll just walk over, tap the woman on the shoulder, says, well, that man says that you will meet a man, but you will not meet a man. It will be a woman. Yeah, blonde hair, a blue dress.
The woman looks incredibly relieved.
Bye. With the brightest smile, she'll wave at like both of them.
Amber, if you look back as you're walking away from this booth, you can see that the fortune teller looks a little pissed off as the woman refuses to pay him.
Amazing. I love causing chaos at this festival. Is there anything else we can cause chaos?
As you look, and yes, they're the ramifications of the chaos. Little rabbits everywhere.
Feels good, man. Feels right.
This character a Buka. Fuck.
How old is Lyra?
She is 18.
Sure, she'll Amber will buy her some mead because there's like no alcohol in that anyway. So like,
there's no alcohol in mead. Are you sure?
I mean, there's like
I sell
little.
mead. I sell mead.
Comparatively,
they have wine percentage, and trust me, there are meads that are like 32% alcohol. There's even mead that's like 60% alcohol. That's amazing.
Well, you're assuming that Amber's being responsible about this.
Fair enough.
She's like, comparatively, this is beer.
Comparatively, it's like vodka. It's Everclear.
No.
Oh dear.
No.
60% alcohol.
It's one glass.
Lila's fine with it. She doesn't know. Like, what's mead?
Drink this slowly and with plenty of water.
Okay. She'll take a sip. Oh, this is sweet. This tastes like honey.
It is, which is why it's dangerous, so you have to drink it slowly.
Oh. And she will slowly drain the glass. Was this slow enough?
Sure.
Okay.
She'll get handed a glass of water.
Oh, yes. I was like, where's the water going to come from?
Oh dear.
There's a bottle in her bag. She'll pour a glass from the bottle that's in her bag, or she'll buy this ridiculously expensive water that's there.
But this tastes better than water. I would prefer to drink that again.
Most people would. Unfortunately, there are some things that cannot be.
More customers come up and buy mead and giggle and titter at various things as they get tipsy off the honey wine.
Yay, honey wine.
Feels good, man.
Real good. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Are there any NPCs I want to bother? I don't think so. I think I'm good.
All right. Lyra? Yep.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, so this ends today's this scene. We'll see you again later this evening, and have a good day. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time.